So, what if I told you that the biggest step forward you could possibly take actually requires you to disappear first? I know, it sounds kind of backward, right? But that's the core idea we're digging into today. The idea that to really transform, you might just have to walk away from everything you think you are right now.
This quote right here, it's pretty much the key to this whole thing. And let's be super clear, this isn't about escaping your problems. No way. It's about a strategic retreat. It's about carving out the space you need to finally become the person you were always supposed to be.
All right, let's get into it. We're going to break this down into 3 acts. First up, Act 1, disappear with purpose. This is all about making a conscious, deliberate choice. This isn't some knee-jerk reaction when things get tough. It's you deciding, okay, it's time to take back the controls.
And just so we're all on the same page, disappearing doesn't mean you're avoiding your life. It's actually the opposite. Think of it like this. You're intentionally stepping out of all the noise, all the distractions, the day-to-day grind, so you can finally get your hands on the steering wheel and drive with some real intention.
You know, this is one of the biggest reasons to take that step back. It's like being in an invisible cage. See? When the people in your life expect nothing from you, a dangerous thing happens. You slowly, quietly, stop expecting more from yourself. You just settle. You get stuck in this loop, surviving instead of actually living. And honestly, you get weaker every single day without even noticing it.
So this brings us to a really tough choice, but it's one you have to make. What's it gonna be? Do you stay liked by the crowd, comfortable but stuck? Or do you step away, even if it's lonely for a bit, to build a version of yourself that you're actually proud of? That's the real question here.
And that decision leads us straight into Act 2, rebuild in silence. Okay, so you've stepped back, you've created that space. Now, the real work begins. This is the part that nobody sees. This is where you lay the new foundation, one brick at a time.
Now let's get one thing straight. This part isn't fun. It's not supposed to be a vacation. The rebuild is all about embracing discomfort. It's about facing the challenges that make you feel kind of small, the ones that expose all your weaknesses. Because those are the exact things that are going to forge a stronger, completely different you.
Okay, you're probably asking, how do I actually do this? Well, it really boils down to this 3-step blueprint. Number 1, you face the stuff you've been avoiding, head on. Number 2, you actively break your old patterns, the ones that hold you back. And number 3, and this one is so important, you have to learn to enjoy your own progress without needing anyone else to clap for you.
And that brings us to this powerful idea. This is really the engine of the whole rebuild. See, real confidence, genuine self-respect, it doesn't come from just saying you're going to change. It's not about affirmations. It's forged in the fire of actually doing the things you told yourself you would do. It's about building trust with yourself.
So let me ask you this right now. What's the one thing, you know what it is, the one thing you know you should be doing, but you just keep putting it off? What's the first thing that just popped into your head? That thing? That's your starting line. That's where the work begins.
Okay, so while you're in this rebuilding phase, there are a few core principles you've got to live by. First, you have to let go of the old identity, the one that got you stuck in the first place. Next, you build a daily routine that fiercely protects your peace of mind. You also have to stop wasting your breath trying to get the wrong people to understand you. And finally, you just consistently, day in, day out, replace lazy choices with disciplined ones. Which brings us to the final act. Act 3, return with power. Now, this is not about just going back to your old life. Not at all. This is about re-emerging. It's about showing up as someone completely and fundamentally new. The work you did in private, it's time to bring that person out into the world. But when do you come back? Here's the rule. It's not about a date you circle on the calendar. You only return when the silence you've cultivated feels more powerful than any words you could ever say. It's when your internal foundation is so solid that you don't need to prove anything to anyone. Your very presence does all the talking for you.
And just look at the difference. I mean, it's night and day. The old you Probably needed to be understood, reacted to every little thing, was always talking about plans, and constantly chasing approval from others. But the new you, your presence speaks for itself. You protect your peace. Your actions are your results, and you move with a purpose that comes from inside, not from anyone else.
And that's the real takeaway here, isn't it? This new power isn't about yelling the loudest or demanding attention. It's a quiet strength. It's the kind of respect that you earn, not through talk, but through your actions, your consistency. At the end of the day, your results are the only explanation you'll ever need.
So we're going to end on this question. And it's not for me to answer. It's for you. Your old life, the one that wasn't working, it can be over. It ends the second you decide it's over. The blueprint is right here. So the only real question left is, when does your new life begin?